how a GPS or a map app on a phone knows exactly where you are standing at any given moment. Physical maps show natural features, like massive mountains and deep oceans. Mapping the Earth is actually a little bit tricky. Why? Because our planet isn't flat. Did you know that many centuries before Europe set their prime meridian, India had its very own zero meridian? It was called the Madhya Rekha. Let me ask you this.Hy is it 5:30 p.m. in India when it is exactly 12 p.m. noon in London? This is absolutely the craziest part. If you cross it traveling eastward, you actually subtract a day. Like going back from Monday to Sunday. If you cross it traveling westward, you add a day, jumping straight into tomorrow. Hello friends, today we are going on the ultimate adventure. We are going to discover exactly how we find our precise place on this massive spinning spaceship we call Earth. So grab your virtual backpacks cause we are about to unlock the secrets of our beautiful planet. Now think about this for a second. Have you ever wondered how a GPS or a map app on a phone knows exactly where you are standing at any given moment? Like, how can it pinpoint your exact location out of the entire world? Well, to answer that, we have got to start with one of the oldest and honestly most powerful tools in any explorer's toolkit, the map. Maps are quite literally like a magical treasure guide. They show you exactly where things are and how to get to them. And there are a few different kinds you should know about. Physical maps show natural features, like massive mountains and deep oceans. Political maps show us the borders of countries and cities. And thematic maps give us very specific information like where all the forests or industries are. So, which one would you use to find a pirate's hidden cave? Probably a physical map? Okay, let's dive into this. Every great map has three absolute secrets. First up is distance, which uses a scale. See, we can't draw life-size cities on paper, right? So we shrink them down. 1 centimeter on a map might equal 500 meters in real life. Second is direction, using our cardinal points north, south, east, and west. And the third, symbols. Instead of drawing highly detailed railway stations or thousands of trees, map makers use simple universal little drawings so everything fits perfectly on the page. Now, as amazing as flat maps are, mapping the Earth is actually a little bit tricky. Why? Because our planet isn't flat. Imagine taking an orange, peeling it into 3 or 4 large pieces, and then trying to flatten those peels onto a table. You can't do it without tearing the edges, right? And this brilliantly illustrates why flat maps aren't always perfectly accurate representations of a round object. And that is exactly why we use globes. Because the Earth is nearly a perfect sphere. It's just slightly flattened at the top and bottom poles. A globe is the most accurate physical model of our Earth. It shows us our planet exactly as it looks floating out there in space. Section 1. The Secret of Earth Grid. So, are you ready to level up? We are now gonna uncover an invisible secret code that wraps around our entire planet. It's a massive grid that helps us locate absolutely anything. Just think of the Earth like a giant game of chess on a chessboard. You have letters from A to H cross the bottom and numbers from 1 to 8 up the side. If you move a piece, say 2 squares forward, you can say it moved to D4. You just combined a letter and a number to find the exact square. We do the exact same thing with the Earth using a coordinate system. First step, in our coordinate system, we have latitudes. Imagine a giant belt wrapped right around the middle of the Earth's belly. That's the equator and it is at exactly 0 degrees. If you travel north or south from the equator, you cross imaginary horizontal lines called parallels of latitude. They make circles all the way around the Earth and they get smaller and smaller as you go up to the North Pole at 90 degrees north or down to the South Pole at 90 degrees south. Here is a quick challenge for you. What do you think happens to the weather as you travel from that 0 degree equator all the way up to the 90 degree poles? Any guesses? Well, right at the equator, the climate is hot and torrid. But as your latitude increases and you get closer to the poles, it becomes freezing and frigid. So, latitude actually helps determine climate. Next up, we have longitudes. Instead of running side to side, these are imaginary half circle running top to bottom, connecting the North Pole straight down to the South Pole. We call these lines meridians. And just like the equator is the starting point for latitude, the prime meridian is the 0 degree starting point for longitude. So, the really crucial point here is that when you cross a latitude line with a longitude line, you get the ultimate secret code, a coordinate. For example, the city of Delhi is located near 29 degrees north latitude and 77 degrees east longitude. Where those two invisible lines cross is exactly where Delhi is. And guess what? This is the exact same secret code your phone's GPS uses. Section 2. Ancient India's Prime Meridian. Now, prepare to be amazed because I have a fantastic historical Easter egg for you that happened way before modern map apps were even dreamed of. Did you know that many centuries before Europe set their prime meridian, India had its very own zero meridian? It was called the Madhya Rekha, which literally means middle line. Around 1500 years ago, a brilliant ancient astronomer named Varamihir worked in the city of Ujjain, and that city's meridian became the prime reference for calculations in all ancient Indian astronomical texts. But wait, this coordinate grid isn't just for finding places, it actually controls something much more mysterious. Let me ask you this. Why is it 5:30 p.m. in India when it is exactly 12 p.m. noon in London? It's the exact same moment in time, but the clocks say entirely different things. Section 3. Time zones and dates. The Earth's clock. Let's see how this grid builds our understanding of time. We are now going to solve the ultimate time travel puzzle. And it all comes down to the Earth spinning on its axis. Here is the time zone math trick. Our Earth spins around constantly, based in the light of the sun, right? Well, it rotates exactly 15 degrees of longitude every single hour because of the way it spins. If you travel east from the prime meridian, you add time. It gets later in the day. If you travel west, you subtract time. It gets earlier. Every 15 degrees you move, you add or subtract 1 full hour. Now, to keep things from getting completely chaotic, with every single town having a different time, countries adopt a standard time. For example, Indian Standard Time or IST means the whole country uses the exact same clock setting. That way, you don't have to change your watch just because you took a train to the next state. And if you keep going all the way around to the other side of the world, roughly at the 180-degree longitude mark, you hit the international date line. This is absolutely the craziest part. If you cross it traveling eastward, you actually subtract a day. Like going back from Monday to Sunday. If you cross it traveling westward, you add a day, jumping straight into tomorrow. It zigzags a bit too, so it doesn't accidentally cut countries in half and make one side of a street a different day than the other. Section 4. Explorer's Final Quest. Master Revision. You have navigated coordinates, cracked the secrets of time zones, and practically time traveled across the date line. Now it's time to unpack your toolkit and prove your mastery. So you know that maps require distance, direction, and symbols to work. You know, globes are the best way to look at our spherical Earth without tearing that imaginary orange peel. You know that combining horizontal latitudes with vertical longitudes gives you the exact coordinates of any place. And finally, you know time is totally driven by longitude with every 15 degrees equaling 1 hour. Okay, time for a quick quiz. Shout the answer out at your screen, true or false. All parallels of latitude have the exact same length. Think about it for a second. It's false. Remember, the equator is the biggest circle and they shrink down to tiny dots when they hit the 90-degree north and south poles. One more, let's test that historical memory. Which ancient Indian city had its very own prime meridian 1500 years ago? I'll give you a second. It was Ujjain. The great astronomer Varamihir used the Madhya Rekha right there. You now know the secrets of the grid that wraps our globe. Next time you look at a map or use a GPS, you will know exactly the magic that's making it work. Remember, every place on earth has a location waiting to be found. But here is a final thought to leave you with. If you were tasked with drawing a brand new prime meridian today, what city in the world would you put it in and why? Write your answer in comment box. Stay curious. Thank you.